Big up everyone. I hope everyone's well. I hope everyone has a nice weekend. So I did say that we'd read some of this stuff out. Now, before I do start reading some of this stuff out, you know, none of this stuff is my opinion. None of it is me saying it. You can clearly see that I'm just reading comments off the screen. The lad that's missing, I hope he does get home. I hope nothing bad's happened to him. And like I'm going to read out in a bit probably, the crime that he done, that hasn't got any bearing on him being missing. You know what I mean? Like, just because that crime happened a year ago, I don't think someone should have their life taken away and missing. Some people think differently. Some people say eye for an eye and this for that and stuff like that. But what I'll do is I'll start reading this out. It's not my words, just remember that. I'll read it just so if there's anybody that can't really see it properly, but you can pause it and you can read it yourself. So this is from a Jay Slater Discussions and Theories. So we are talking about Jay Slater, the lad that's missing in Tenerife. So this starts off with, "This is a fake account to protect me and my loved ones. This is not fake. Lucy May is not innocent at all. I am a close associate to Lucy and others in the Tenerife and Ibiza area. Rumours are true. Lucy is a drug mule. We work together, about 20 of us, split into groups, half to Ibiza and half to Tenerife. This is our job. We get brought out every event or every month in general to deal, depending on who you are, how long you've been doing it, or what you've done, or what you have done. You all get paid differently. Lucy is more the top dog in it. Lucy gets paid £25,000 a month to deal and sell drugs. About 10 of us get 14,000, and the new recruits just get paid 5,000. Lucy met Jay at a festival and started discussing with him over Snapchat about how much we make doing all this, how it's a luxury and we basically live the life. Jay came along to Tenerife and met me and Lucy there. Lucy explained the danger to Jay. If we fuck up, we are basically dead. Our bosses take disrespect to heart and do not tread lightly. From past experiences and what we have witnessed, and then there's a full stop. We get dropped backpacks of packs, estimated about 17,000 to sell and dish out at the festival. So I'm going to stop a second. So the whole reason that they've gone over there, well, for that lad anyway, in the news, it says in the news that he's gone over there for this festival. So he's gone over specially for this festival. So it kind of adds up, doesn't it? That person saying this stuff, and this isn't just the first that I've heard of this as well. There's a lot of this going around social media. So we'll carry on with the rest of the statement. So we'll carry on with that bit. So it says festival or the streets in general. There was 5 bags, and we got given designated bag holders who would have the bag 24/7 and then take out however much anyone needed. Lucy had a bag, along with me and also Jay. We separate into groups and go our ways to sell. Lucy then gets a phone call from Jay about 3 a.m. Monday morning. Him crying, saying he's lost the bag. Lucy didn't think anything of it until he told her that he's taken half of them for himself already, and then the bag was stolen. Of course, we all panic because our lives could be at stake here. This is someone's business and we've lost them £6,000. We go and meet Jay and Lucy tells him how she doesn't know what she's going to do or what she's going to even say. And at around maybe 5 a.m, our bosses ring, as that's the time they come to our current location to collect the remaining packages and money. Lucy didn't tell him on the phone that Jay had taken half already and lost the bag on top of that. Around 30 minutes later they came to collect, and realise there's only 4 bags. We all get questioned, and that's when Lucy explains to him what Jay has done. He went back into his car and got straight onto the phone. Lucy told Jay, "See, I told you it'd be alright." About 2 minutes later, he comes back and tells us all to turn around. He tells us we either find them £30,000 right now or we get killed. At this point, Lucy starts crying and is trying to reason with him, begging him. Lucy tells him we haven't got that much on us. Even if we did, we wouldn't be able to get it in time. Even if we did, we wouldn't be able to get it in time. The man gets back on the phone and starts speaking Moroccan. He gets off and tells us his boss wants one of us until we get our money. We try again to reason with him and offer him something else. After failed attempts, the man says he's taking Jay, as he is the one that's done the damage. After Lucy was perfectly fine and stopped worrying all of a sudden, we all sat down and explained how the hell we are resolving this. Nothing like this has ever happened. We got a phone call saying that if we didn't get the money, Jay's dying. Lucy said we are going to get into so much trouble and suggested we just go home right now, but we couldn't, as now we had people watching us from every step we took. We have never had this happen in all the years of doing so. Our bosses do not play. They are dangerous people and do not give anything a second thought. We have no idea where they have him. Lucy then goes into Jay's bedroom and gets his phone that he had left on charge. I can 100% confirm his phone was not about to die and was at a good percentage. Lucy then starts explaining how people are going to realise and start ringing him and looking for him. We got a taxi and went to the deepest into the mountains, where Lucy opens Jay's phone and leaves it on the floor. We then drive back. At this point, it's coming up at 7:30 a.m. We are still getting phone calls and messages threatening our lives. Lucy then phones Jay's mum and explains to her what he's done. She starts crying, saying, "I told him not to fucking out there." Just basically saying she warned him. Whilst discussing how they're going to get their money, Jay's mum tells Lucy that they need to get the word out there, but we need to completely flip the whole thing. Lucy then calls the police and tells them Jay called her, which he never did once, and tells them he's lost. Again, not true. It's around 8:30 now, coming up to 9. And we still have no idea what to do. We haven't saw Jay, we haven't spoken to Jay, nothing. And then it starts up in the news and everyone starts showing support and love. And Lucy suggests we just get the ones who are actually supporting to donate to find him. As Lucy said, we aren't spending none of our money. Please bear in mind, we get paid about £75,000 every single month, depending on how good it is. Please, you must understand Lucy is totally guilty and his mother too. I want no involvement in this. I came to work and get money, not to be dragged into a situation where someone I'm not even familiar with robs the mafia. We are all at risk. We could get killed at any moment. I don't know what else to say to make people believe me. I hugely hope that you do believe everything, and I have tried to say everything as it's happened. Please share. So we have that, right? And this person saying that they need £30,000 to pay the people back. Now, that Jay Slater's family said they have not set up any GoFundMes. They have not approved any GoFundMes. But guess what popped up? I'll give you a little guess before I put it up on the screen. Obviously, a GoFundMe created by this Lucy May. Now, I'm going to put it up on the screen now. I wonder how much the amount is. As you can see, it's £30,000 and it's been made up by this Lucy May. Now, you could say that maybe she set up the GoFundMe and then that's been written which that could be the case. So they could know that this Lucy May is asking for £30,000. And a lot of people are saying, why have the £30,000? You know, the police are out there doing their investigations. People are looking for him. That usually comes free. But then there is like the family having to travel over there and stuff like that. But I'm sure the mother is already over there. And rather than looking for her own son, she went and got her nails done. Now, I don't know what it feels like to have a child missing, but I'm sure I wouldn't go and get my nails done or my hair done or my toenails done if my son was missing. I very much doubt it. Another thing that seems a little bit suspicious that I'm going to play now is a news report of this Lucy May. So what I'm going to do at the end, I'm going to put a few TikToks and that on, just to people like with quite good, you know, questions to want some of these, you know, wanting some answers, questions to some of these questions that are on there, if you know what I mean. So we'll put this news thing on. I think there's a couple of TikToks, and then I'll come back after them.
Drink, and his phone ran out of battery in the middle of the call. Since then, Lucy's been appealing for help on social media, and as a result, locals have come to join the search. But there's also been abuse and prank callers. She didn't want us to show her face. All she does want is for Jay to be found safe.
The friend who the British teenager Jay Slater called before he went missing 3 days ago in the Canary Islands says the British police should now be involved in trying to find him. Police there have refocused their search in the north of Tenerife after discounting information which took them south. The 19-year-old flew to the island with friends for a music festival. Nick Garnett reports.
They've narrowed the search to one particular valley, the focus of all attention. But there's still no sign of Jay Slater. A holiday in Tenerife is a rite of passage for so many young adults. It was no different for Jay. A first holiday without parents. Energy, his first music festival with friends. A chance to party. On Sunday night, he went to where two friends were staying in this remote...
This whole Jay Slater thing is starting to get really weird. As more time goes on, more information is coming out that the mainstream media are not talking about. For example, when Jay was 17, him and a group of lads, a group of his mates, attacked someone called Thomas Hilton with machetes, golf clubs and even an axe, exposing Thomas Hilton's skull. But Jay and the lads avoided jail, as you can see here, 25 days of rehabilitation activities and 150 hours of unpaid work. But then fast forward a year, Jay's now gone missing in Tenerife and no one has seen him for 5 days now. And have you seen the ITV interview with what Jay's mate, is it Lucy? I'm about to show you now.
But yeah, it's been awful. Honestly, I've never been so worried in my life. Like, it's just the unknown as well. Like, you don't know what's happened. You don't know where he's gone. Like, his last drop pin wasn't even on a road. Like, there's a reason he's gone off road, I think. Like, why has he not carried on the path? He's not a stupid boy. Do you know what I mean? Like, he would have stayed on the road. Like,
I'm not going to play the full interview of that, but she has her back to the camera. She doesn't have her face. And I'd kind of get the impression from watching the full interview that she knows a lot more and she's not telling the entire truth here. I don't know, the plot thickens as the time goes on, more information's coming out. I'll keep you up to date. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. There have been some people messaging the mother of this 19-year-old lad that's gone missing in Tenerife. They've messaged his mum saying, your son owes me a lot of money, you're never gonna see him again. I mean, what kind of savage, vile person does something like that? Now, she's gone and handed the details over to the police, like the phone number, but still, what the actual? And I have to be honest, it's not looking great for this lad. He's only 19 years of age. He was probably hanging out of his backside after attending a 3-day festival, and for some reason, he's gone back to some lad's place, I'm going to assume to pick up a substance to perk him up. But he missed his last bus and he's decided to take a 10-mile hike through the mountains. That just doesn't seem right to me whatsoever. He called his mate with 1% battery left. Wouldn't you call the emergency services? Because I'm pretty sure even if you dialed 999 in Tenerife, it connects through to 112. I don't know, man, there's just a lot of question marks about this whole scenario, what's gone on. But we're regardless of that, I hope they find the lad, but it's not looking great, for fuck's sake.
So yeah, you heard there that when all this, because you probably would have heard this bit, when the lad had gone missing, the mother got a phone call from they don't know who, saying that the son owed a lot of money and that he was going to die for what he'd done, whatever he'd done. Maybe it's what was said there, I don't know. So this is just a little bit of information, and I'm obviously going to look at it a bit more and probably find few more things, and you know, I'll make another video. But this was just to give you a rough idea of what's being said out there in the internet world. So that's going to be it for this one. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.